that.
Do I wanna... Why does that and that do that? I don't know.
Okay. That would go there.
I'm gonna have to see about why the hell I built that like that and what the hell it actually does.
Okay, so that goes through there.
It built stupid, that's what it does. I guess I'll have to...
Okay, so then what I need is...
There, that will work way better.
What I need is a dirt ramp.
Dirt. I still haven't put up the last episode from our last series yet. That's the sad part. Because I still have not found any decent-looking file hosting site that isn't also like, give us money.
Oh. Why don't you just put on Mega?
I forgot that even existed. I thought that was one of those sites that got purged.
Well, Mega Upload got shut down, but Mega.nz is...
Oh, God. I had completely forgotten those weren't the same thing.
They basically are.
I know. Well, I meant that,
What did I come in here for?
I don't know. I ask myself that question every time I get up in the morning.
See, that probably needs... Where's that? I know I had some... somewhere. Oh, maybe that's upstairs. No, that's the cobblestone room.
I was going to make the comment,
Yes.
What the hell did I come in here for? Anyway, I was about to say, a question people routinely ask about Angel's mother. Alright.
Because it's there.
Yeah, well, Mount Rushmore would be better in the sack. And it's younger. And less diseased. Huh.
I don't remember how to do this. Probably not. Hey, I do. How about that?
I still like that at least once every couple weeks someone will comment on my videos, you shouldn't make fun of your girlfriend's mother like that. It'll upset her. I'm like, no. No, it really won't. Fine.
Oh.
That's... Huh.
Oh. Was that just me, or did it take the game down too?
The game's still up.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. So, nothing was lost.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna have a black screen for a bit here.
Yeah.
Alright.
I think... What the hell is this? That's superfluous is what that is. Alright, let me...
Okay, so I found another thing you shouldn't make in an extended crafting table.
Oh?
I'm not gonna tell you what it is, because that would be useful.
Ah, fair enough. Wait. Fine.
Alright, let's try this
There
again.
we go. Alright. Alright. Close that up there. Guess I should get some torches.
I wish I didn't lose my materials.
What are the odds of me ever trying to build more chambers here? 0. The odds of me ever trying... Well, actually, that's not true. It depends on how much work you have to do left, because I can just continue busy work infinitely. Back into normal mode. Need torches. Need to go make sure that area is properly torched, so... You know, mobs no spawn. Mobs, no spawning. Mobs, no spawning. Spawning.
Spawning.
Alright, let me take a look. Torch all this up.
I guess if you want to know what crashed the game for me, you'll just have to, watch my episode.
I'll try and remember to do that, actually.
Whenever it actually comes up.
Because the worst part is, like, I've been kind of hoping that, we'd get to your videos sometime soon, because I've straight up run out of shit to watch on YouTube, as far as I'm concerned. So I was, gee, I should hurry up and start putting this shit up, that way I will have something to watch.
Yeah, I mean, aren't we going to have a month or so of the Dirt Saga before we get to anything I recorded?
I don't even know. I mean, I started uploading them.
I know. I've seen on my subscriber list, because,
Yeah. spawn. Alright, let me try this again.
I just forget how much of that we had.
Oh, so goddamn much.
Well, okay, I mean, I comprehend that.
Yeah.
It's more like the matter of the specific number.
I think we're nearing 50 episodes.
I thought we passed 50 episodes overall.
No.
Like a session or two ago.
No, we would have, but there were a couple times that we called off recording early because of the heat.
Mm.
So we would have, easily passed 50 with no problem. Alright, that still worked, so.
Now I get to play with redstone. Which means I should probably go inside and get some redstone. It's really odd, the assortment of things that just, like, randomly make the game crash when you try to do them in an extended.
Yeah, that's why I've got... Actually, I'm not even... Yeah, I've got an extended and regular. Just in case. Which is actually the name of someone I knew.
Just in case?
Yes.
Alright.
It's one of those, well, you're going to be mocked forever.
I think that was the name of one of the villains in one of the Carmen Sandiego games.
I would not at all be startled by this.
Because they sure love their puns.
Those Carmen Sandiego games were great. They taught me everything I know about geography.
Oh, so that's who to blame.
Yep. I mean, they also taught me everything I knew about history. And physics, because apparently a single woman in a red hat can steal the fucking Sphinx.
Yeah.
But, if you have a lever large enough, you can do anything.
Why, you could even move the world.
Well, that's the old saying.
Yeah, I know.
Actually, amusing story from my point of view. So, the other day, Angel and my father were out trying to replace the rotors on her car.
Okay.
And I woke up and, I woke up and I shuffled downstairs in a, sleepy stupor.
As you do.
And my brother goes, yeah, they're having some real problems with that. They can't get, blah, blah, blah. So I go, and I take a shit because I just woken up and that's what I want to do. And I go outside, and I find, my 67 or 68-year-old father trying to wrench this thing in place. Or, one of the bolts on the brake pad, or brake shoe off.
Mm-hmm.
And then Angel tries wrenching it off. And I'm just watching them. And I go over, and I try. And it can't work, and it's good and rusted in place. So I just pick up a metal bar, brace it against the inner frame of the car, rest it over the handle to the wrench, and pull it sideways, and the bolt automatically breaks loose and I can unscrew it.
Oh, good.
And they're just staring at me like I am a wizard. I'm like, leverage. Leverage. It is a simple tool. You are both smarter than me. There is no excuse for you to have not figured this shit out yet. They had like an impact screwdriver that they went and rented. And I woke up, stumbled in, and I just went, "Grr," and it got the parts off in under 5 minutes. Got the parts replaced, put everything back on, we're like, done. And I was like, yep, that's right. The guy who is half the fuck asleep just fixed the problem.
Well, sometimes.
Well, simple answer to a complex problem.
Yes.
Because, as I've tried to, tell people, brute force is almost always the answer. And sometimes you just have to know how to properly use that brute force. But,
if a hammer can't solve your problem, you don't have a big enough hammer.
Exactly. And, or you're just not using that hammer properly. Don't blame the hammer, blame the person using it. Mostly don't blame me. God,
Right.
then apparently one of the bolts that the car company put on the other tire was cross-threaded, so I was unscrewing the tire, and it just fucking popped one of the lug nuts right off.
Oh.
And I'm like, well, apparently I am able to, with my foot, break a bolt that requires carries around several tons of pressure. I feel very, self-conscious about my weight right now.
I was thinking more it's a commentary on like how secure the car is.
Alright, I'm actually going to switch it to normal mode.
Oh, hang on.
So yeah. But,
Doing some stress testing.
yeah. I'm just gonna watch and see, because basically all I did was I treated it so, sort of like yours, it's a straight drop.
Uh-huh.
Well, it's not a straight drop, or totally a straight drop. There's actually still a whole bunch of flumes. There's just slightly less of them. So speaking of stress testing, I have now proven that I will never go insane. Ever.
I mean...
Well, more insane than I already am. Like I said, I bought a large supply of Japanese name seals for fun.
Uh-huh.
And, because, I'll totally run an Oriental Adventures D&D campaign, which is what it's called, so people don't think I'm using a racial slur. Because apparently that is a racial slur now. Adventures.
Well,
Asia-themed, D&D campaign. And I thought, hey, having the name seals could be kind of fun. Plus, I discovered that routinely, if you have an identified name seal, they will sell for $10 a pop.
Mm-hmm.
So, I sat down, not speaking a word of Japanese, and identified 40. I mean, I'm 100% certain that those are the words they are, because I was able to find the exact same kanji online once I had properly translated them.
Mm-hmm.
And I was able to match them, and I was able to find a actually really great program online that lets you search for kanji by shape, so that I could just look at it and then go, well, that shape's in there, so... and then, add it in. So, I had, I sat and identified 50 goddamn name seals. And one of them, alright, they are small. They are tiny small. Let me see. I have a ruler here, and I think that one side is millimeters. Centimeters. They are 10 centimeters across.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of the names actually have 3 entire kanji packed into a 10 centimeter space.
Yeah.
And I was just like, the last one took me 4 days to figure out. Because I couldn't tell where one shape started and another ended.
Oh, okay.
So, I lost my goddamn mind. But
Except not, apparently.
Well, no, I mean, this project was I lost my goddamn mind. I even went... Did I tell you about the sarcastic Chinese sellers?
No, I don't think you have.
Alright, so I actually had to order some name seal ink. It's a very specific ink. Because it's designed... Well, it's an oil-based ink, which means it won't soak into the wooden name seals and destroy them.
Uh-huh.
Is essentially what it boils down to. So I ordered some goddamn name seal ink because I am that crazy, and it was $1.25 for 2. And I figured, well, at $1.25 for 2, and it's a decent-sized package, I might as well get 2. So I ordered it, and I received it in a decent amount of time, and I received 1. So I was like, alright, I know that it was only $1.25. I am never going to use up this ink in my lifetime, because I am actually not an Asian person. I'm never going to be writing like 1,000 effing letters a day in order to come up with a use for this much ink.
Yeah.
But it's the principle of the matter, because I paid for 2 containers.
Uh-huh.
So I message them and go, hey, I bought ink from you. However, I have only received 1. And I received back the response, yes, sir, we sell ink. Very good. Like, alright, motherfuckers. I understand there's a language barrier here. It is a language barrier I've actually dealt with, given, you know, the fact that I have interacted with a lot of Chinese people in my life because I used to do Kung Fu.
Right.
So it's not even that big deal. So I'm just annoyed that apparently I am being treated like a retarded child. So I was like, I don't think you understand. I purchased ink from you. I did not receive half of the ink. I would like the other half of the ink. Like, very good, sir. Yes, we sell ink. I'm so happy you noticed that. Like, alright. You don't know that you're the retard here. But you think I'm retarded. So I am going to... I ended up finally just copying and pasting from their particular store a picture of where it said 2 inks, you know, or that it was for 2 inks.
Mm-hmm.
And then basically sending them a picture of 1 ink. Just like, 2 ink. Or lot. 2 inks. Send a picture of 1 ink. And the package it came in. They're like, oh god! We're sorry. I'm like, yeah. Yeah, yar. Don't try and talk to me like I'm the goddamn idiot here. I understand English isn't your first language. I am willing to give you a hell of a lot of leeway in this situation. But, the second you start talking to me like I'm the one who should be wearing the special hat, no. Me sitting there going, I have patience. I have patience. I can do this. Well, very good, sir. We sell ink. That's good of you to notice. Death.
How long are you going to keep the monsters on?
Well, I'm trying to work on something I needed to see the spawn rate for.
Mm-hmm.
So it shouldn't be that much longer because I've just about finished it.
Alright.
I wanted to build a, Come on. Fucking hell. Getting caught on everything. There we go. Can I now turn that off, please? Alright, come on. Alright. Let me see if that worked. It should, in theory, have helped with that. Alright. But, there we go. That works. If I remember correctly... Alright, let's go back and see. There you go. So, aside from that, though, alright, let me turn off. Alright, it's back on easy. Everything appears to be working about as I'd hoped.
Good, now when I fall off of this pillar I'm constructing, I will actually die.
Alright, is it on easy or peaceful? I want to put it on peaceful. There we go.
I'll still probably die from the impact, since it's quite far.
I can't even tell what my actual spawn rate is. It's definitely gotten a lot faster. It's at least doubled, but it's still not even close to what you're working on. So...
Yes, and I'm adding, like, fancy stuff to my